Hi guys, for them that you were with me the other day, not yesterday, day before I think it was now, but it might have been yesterday. Anyway, whenever it was, for them that are here with me doing these coffee filter flowers. Okay, so these were meant to be red, but they came out sort of more pinky, but I've just gone in with some little bit of watered down red paint and just gone over the edges again. I'm going to do the green bits as well when I get 5 minutes, so I'm just going to walk you through these again. This time I'm going to be using purple. Okay, you can see the depths of purpley colours that are in these. I'm going to be just, maybe just dipping the ends a little bit with some purpley colour, but I might just add a little bit of purple into the red to give it just a little bit more of a enriched purpley reddy colour. That is a little bit too purpley for what I wanted, and just needs, just to be watered down, a nice sort of coloury, sort of deeper colour to what I've got there already. Just see, so that would just tip the edges, tint the edges just a little bit. Just use all that purpley in there. Just gives a bit of a deeper sort of purple. I might add a little bit more purple to that. Add a bit of pearlised one, see if that makes any. Line up a little bit. Probably won't make any difference to it. Pearlised ones do seem to be a bit thicker, I must say. Drop more purple in there. That's a bit more like it. That's sort of more, you can't really see it on screen, but it's more of a mauvey sort of colour. So for example, I wanted to take one of these, just put a little bit edges, might need watering down just a little bit more, so that it seeps into it a bit more actually. But can you see that sort of just a darker edge, which will give just a little bit more dimension to the flower. Yeah, probably just needs a little bit more water on there, which I should have a little spritzer really, shouldn't I? Which I know I have got some bottles somewhere, but yeah, that was spritted with a little bit of water. That would look quite good. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to show you with these as well. This is the brand I use, Oasis floral products. Okay, just little floral wires. You need 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was a good count. You want to fold one in half. Half it again. And half it again. So we're going to have 7 like that. Okay. So one fold. I mean, actually, these have got quite nice marbly effects on them anyway, which hopefully will come out on the flower. So, how I did these was I dipped them, got a bowl, mixed my colours up with plenty of water, dipped the coffee filters in, and popped them in the oven to dry for about 10 minutes. Kept going in, turning them over, shuffling them all about for about 10 minutes at about 200. Can't remember if it's centigrade. 200. It's electric oven. I've got an electric fan oven actually, so it was blowing them about a bit. So you have got to be careful, adult supervision and all that jazz. Make sure you've got the one. You can see they've got quite a nice mottly sort of on them already, so I might not even put anything on these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Can you see, like, this one's got it just around the edge, but we're not actually using that edge bit, so it's a shame. Really, but not going to be using those edge bits. But then you want another 2, and these are going to be centerpieces. I can get them over. Okay, so this time you're going to fold them 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we're going to have 4 of them. Simba's going to start crying now. So you're going to go 1, 2. He's just woken up. He's going to sleep under the desk all day. Simba, what do you want? Okay. Also for this this job, you need a good pair of scissors. And dare I say it, a hot glue gun. For them of you that know my story with hot glue guns, we don't get on. And actually last night after the live, I got attacked again. Some more blisters there. Every time I just can't keep my hands off the blooming thing. Plug him in there. What do you want? Do you want to go out? Oh, excuse me while I just let the cat out. Let the cat out the bag. No, this way, Simba. 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 Excuse me a moment. You're going out? Yes, you're going out. Go on then. Go on. Sorry about that, guys. Again, them of you that know, Simba is insistent. When he wants to do something, he's going to do it no matter what. These do take the thicker glue sticks as well, so you will be needing a thicker glue stick. Okay, so let me just put that over a little bit. I don't want that right on me while I'm trying to do this. So your centre ones, which are your 2 small ones that you've done, centre ones, you want to just do a nice little petal shape. Okay, again, don't worry too much because it's organic. These are flowers at the end of the day. That's them just going across the top now. Okay, you can use your last one as your first one as a little template. So you go around. And then go around. So you've got 2, roughly the same. Like I say, don't have to be exact. So I'm going to put them to one side. Then the bigger ones, the 7, you have to do them as a petal as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do that. So I've done a little nook in it as if it's a rose petal. And again, you can use that as your centerpiece. Can you see we're not using the edges, which is a shame because the edges have got some nice, nice little edges on them. Okay, so again, keep using that as your template. Right. So don't worry too much about them all being exactly the same, because there's nothing with Mother Nature that's exactly the same. Okay, so once you've cut them all, you're going to open them up, so you've got them like that. Okay, and then you're going to cut up through the middle. Okay, so we're going to go from having 7 of these to 14 little double petals. See, they've got some nice motley colours, so I probably won't even touch these ones at all, because I actually like the colours, you know, how it's mottled on these anyway. All organic, of course. They are pretty. I'm quite impressed with them. Hope you can have a go at these too if you see this. I know you brought some coffee filters. Okay, and then with the little ones in the middle, you do the same. You open them up so they're half, and then just cut down the middle. So you've had 2, and now you've got 4. So then the next job is, what we do is we take one and we fold up, and we fold up again. Okay, we take it and we fold up about 1 centimetre, and then fold over again on its own, on itself. So you can have 4 centerpieces like that. That's a bit wonky. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, and then you do the same for your other ones. You've got 14 of these, so I would do 7 folded over twice. Okay, I want to keep these ones for the outside because they're quite pretty. I might do them so they are mixed inside as well, actually. So that's 4. 5. 6. 7. And then your other 7, I just do them over once because these are for the outsides of the flower. So I just do them over once. Just gives you a little bit more to move straight, stay over. I'm quickly doing the ones. So there we go. So I'm now set up for making my flower. Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to take one. I've already got a packet open. So I'm going to take a floral wire and back. Take a floral wire. Sip of the coffee. And then I'm just going to fold this over. Okay. So you've got like a little shepherd's hook almost. Okay. You see that? That's my little shepherd's hook. Good, good, good. Okay. There you go. That's better. Okay. So how we're going to start this is we need our heat gun, our glue gun rather. And take the scissors away because I don't need them. Got my spare glue there. I've got everything ready, okay, apart from water in case I burn myself again. So in that crease there, you're going to just poke in. And bring it down and bring that little hook over the bit that you folded, okay. And with that, what I do then, I just put a little bit of glue just to secure it. Otherwise it go up and down, up and down, up and down everywhere. Okay, so then what I do is I start by taking this side and just rolling it up. And then when you hit that glue there, that's just going to hold that. And then roll over again, then again, a little bit of glue just on there like that. Just turn it over. Okay, so that is the first part of our rose. Okay, so that's the innermost part of the rose there. So we're going to do this again, and we're just going to continue to roll until we've got all 4 of these put on. So again, what I tend to do now is I put my glue on here. If you find it easier to use tacky glue, that's fine as well. But just for quickness, you know, I'm not a lover of hot glue, but it does have its place in the art room, craft room for certain things. And this is one of them because it's almost instant. It's holding it. So can you see? Another 2 to do. I'll put the paper down there, put the glue gun on there. somebody came up with a great tip the other day. If you use Vaseline on the end of your nib of your glue gun, it stops the stringy bits apparently. So I've got to try that when I get 5 minutes. Okay. So we're building up quite a nice little tight bud at the centre of the flower. I keep wanting to call it a rose. I'm not sure really what it's going to be. It'll be what it'll be. Again, bring your flowers up and just roll it into it. Okay. So that's the centre one's done. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go on to the second ones, which are these ones. And again, we're going to do the same thing. You're just going to wrap it around and keep going like that. I'm not going to fast forward it because I want you to see, you know, how it builds up in real time. So what you can do is you can start getting looser and looser. You don't have to roll it quite so tight. And to roll the first ones tight, and then as I'm starting to go out, I start loosening up the, you know, how much I'm rolling them. This is when you need some intro music, isn't it? Just keep going. So now you can see that they're not starting to meet quite right over. We're starting to get them looser and looser. So then what I tend to do is where they're sort of almost meeting there but not quite, that's when I'm going to start. So can you see this bit here? It's where they sort of not meeting. So I'm going to start with that bit down. And then, like I say, nice and loosely roll. So again, where they're not quite meeting. That's the cat wanting to come back in again. You're going to have to wait a minute, Simba. 2 seconds. Goes out the front door and comes back in the back door. Come on then. Come on, quick. Quick. Yeah, we haven't got time for you, mate, boys. No, I know. I know what he's after. Trying to get him back onto dried food because drives him mad having wet food all the time. And the best of it is he will have wet, you know, the wet food, and he'll sort of lick the juices off, and then the dogs go and eat the rest. So we're getting porky Yorkies because they're eating cat food and they're not meant to be eating the cat food. Right, now we go on to the larger bits. Okay, so we're still going to put the glue on like that, and you're going to try and get it so that you've got that in the middle and bring your leaves around. Okay, so now we've got this big gap here between the two, so you can always put your glue up a little bit higher as well. So you can see how I'm going with the glue now, and I'm putting the rose or flower. Oh, that was hot. Watch your fingers, guys. Don't do a Sally. See, that's really coming together now. This is why I say do it on a flat surface like this, because you're less likely to catch your fingers, but still, please do watch them. I'd say if you're anything like me, you're going to catch them. A couple of seconds just to take hold. There we go. Go a little bit further up with the glue as well, just so that it can adhere to. And like I say, every individual one you do are going to be totally different. You can adjust how you do this. You can make your flower, the actual, make your petals different shapes. You can use more petals if you want a really big, you know, flower. So this is the last of the ones that we did there. So that gives us quite a tight flower in. But then what I tend to do is I tend to give it a little bit of a squeeze and a push, and pull. Bring out your bring them all out. Make it look as natural as you can. Yeah. Like I say, the coffee filters are so forgiving. It's not easy really to rip them. But yeah, you can have a fiddle around with that. So what I will do now is, what do I do with them? Oh, they're over there. Got my green. Like I say, I would have done these darker, but I didn't get around to doing them darker today, but I probably should do you a video of the whole thing of actually dyeing them and everything, shouldn't I? So this one, I'm going to just give us a nice round. This is going to be good, but this goes on at the bottom. And what I tend to do here, which is what I forgot, just nip a little bit off the end. Yes, Simba, they all feel sorry for you. Poor starved pretty cat. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to nip a little bit of glue, just smearing it around rather than sort of putting a big thick bit around. Quiet, you bugger. Yes, everybody hears you, Shim. Everybody knows you're here, Shim Shim. Well, if you haven't heard him before, he's called Simba. So you can put a couple of bits on the end there, just to boost it out a little bit, but if you're going to mess about with your leaves, go sort of try and follow the I thought that was the cat coming up there. Follow the pattern in which you put them on. Just give a little bit of scrunch and I like it very shut up, or I like it quite shut up as well. But yeah, what I tend to do is I tend to fill the cavity that you've got in there with hot glue, just to give it a little bit of stability inside. And then of course what you can do is, if you wanted to, you could take the bits that you've cut off and just don't know, whether it would be able to do it, but let's try. We never know till we try. Bring that down, so you're not really wasting any of this then. Slide that down, pop a bit of glue around. So I've caught a bit from the inside there, look, and just shove that up. That's going to hold that. And as you're twisting this down your wire, just give it a twist as well. This would look so much better if this was a darker green, but what can you do? Hey? Start again. Okay. Like I say, no two flowers are going to be the same. No matter how hard you try, you won't get any two the same. So, with that said, let's put them down there. Pop our little flower. And there you go. So our coffee filters. Just started like your normal everyday coffee filters. Dyeing them, scrunching them up, cutting them out a bit, and you're left with a flower. Okay. I will be doing other flowers as well that you can do with these. But yeah, call it a rose. It does look a bit like a rose. Like I say, you don't have to be too gentle with it. Make it as natural looking as you want. Okay, so that's a little bit tip for you there, a little teaser. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye, and remember, you can't be good, be careful.